start with an opening statement from Coach O, and then we'll answer questions. Just a reminder to put in the chat if you have a question, and we'll unmute your Zoom.
All right, tremendous win for our football team. Give the players credit. Beginning of the week, we had some phenomenal practices, great leadership. Give coaches the credit. Our coaches did a tremendous job by coaching these guys the whole week. We came on the road. I think that this is a different Arkansas team under Sam Pittman. A very well coached football team, very well disciplined football team. They had athletes on both sides. It came down to making the play at the end, and we did. I think the biggest thing, as you guys already know, is time of possession. 41 minutes we had the football, and that allowed us to keep our defense fresh. I thought Zach Van Rosenberg had a tremendous game, pinning them deep. There was 0 of 10 on third down. It was a phenomenal job. And then we made the big plays at the end. I thought TJ did a good job. Some things he got to get better. I thought Tyron Davis gave us a spark in the run game. He was physical, did the things that he needed to do. Overall, but just happy for the football team. We needed this win.
Ed, they showed you on the sideline watching that field goal. What were you going through in that moment and after that? Block it.
Just block it, man. Block it or miss it. We needed a break, and these guys fought hard. We finally got us a break, and this is a big win for our football team.
And how did you talk to your defense after this? How do you think they did and recovered through all that happened?
I thought they did phenomenal. I think Mo Pelini did a great job. Now, we gave up some deep ball, but you know what? We lost our 2 starting cornerbacks. The next guys set up. Obviously, we got to play better one-on-one coverage, kind of the ball deep, but thought we stopped the run. Felipe made a big play on that third down. Other than that, I thought our D-line rushed him very well.
Yeah, I mean, you guys go down 24-20. Your corners are hurt. I mean, that could have gotten away from you. I guess, what did you see on the sideline from your team, from TJ, all those guys?
Grit, will to win. We got this, Coach. Everybody stuck together. Everybody stayed in the game the whole time. Coaches were stuck together. You can just feel that all week, and hopefully that's the way things are going to be from now on. We can build on it.
And if you don't mind, could you any update on Derek Stingley's status?
Not yet. I don't know yet. I talked to Jack, and he couldn't go back in the game. We'll find out.
Thank you.
And TJ Finley there. I mean, it seemed like maybe, like you said, some things he needs to work on, but what sort of poise did he show you in those really clutch situations? Like on third down, obviously that touchdown at the end. What made him successful in those moments?
He's got ice in his veins, and he's got a lot of confidence, and he practices that way. He's got a strong arm. He's got a big body. He's confident. He can handle the rush. He can scramble. And there's some things that when the play is going fast, that he has to key and diagnose a little bit better. But overall, I thought he showed it. He can win a big game at the end.
Here we go. Yeah, Ed. It seemed like this game was a lot like the South Carolina game plan in the sense you wanted to run the ball and put your guys in good down and distance situations that you can convert. And obviously that worked. Plus, Arkansas was missing a bunch of defensive linemen, so you wore them out. Just talk about the game plan offensively.
Yeah, exactly what you said. We wanted to run the football. We wanted to be in manageable third downs, short, easy throws, take the shots when we could. We thought that we had some chances. We missed some shots, and but put the ball in our playmakers' hand. I thought Eric Gilbert had a great game. Anytime we can give him the football, but the key was the time of possession.
Also, just talk about Jay Ward. Obviously, he went in a tough situation, got burned a couple of times, but the last 2 plays of the game, he makes the play on third down and then blocks the field goal.
Yeah, he hung in there, man. And Jay's a tough young man. You're going to play like you practice. When our field goal block, Jay Ward's always around the corner. He's always making plays. I'm just happy for that young man. And next man up, and he did it.
Coach, what was different today? There were some big passes, but you guys seemed like looked more fundamentally sound. Staying in assignment. Staying in position to make plays. What was different today about your defense overall?
Yeah, I think that the 3 weeks of practice that we had, our guys improved. We didn't play many defenses today. We didn't have many checks. Our guys had their cleats in the grass. They played well. Arkansas had a good run game. We stopped the run game. We made it one-dimensional. And again, there's some things to get better. We can't let guys behind us. I thought we had a good pass rush. I think that probably had less mental errors today than we had all year. I think that was the biggest factor.
Coach, obviously with the run game, how impressed were you limiting the outside run this week? Obviously with the big pick play at the beginning of when they scored.
Yeah.
Was that something to look back at? And how happy were you overall with your defense this week?
I'm really happy about us setting the edge, us having the proper force on the edge, not letting the ball outside. Now, we let the ball outside one time in the fourth quarter. The defensive end has what a peel rule is, so he had a missed assignment on that. But I think basically we kept the ball inside. We didn't get outrun to the corner like we've been. So I'm pleased with that. I'm just very pleased with the defensive overall play.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, one of the big storylines coming in was how the offensive line would respond, after kind of a down outing against Auburn. I mean, how would you assess their performance tonight, and getting being able to establish the run and keep TJ pretty protected throughout the day?
A lot better. I knew those guys would respond, and they weren't happy with their last game. It's been 3 weeks they had to live with that. And they've been practicing. It started practice. We had some physical practice. I asked them to practice more physical, and they did. But you know what? We still have some things. There was too much penetration on some plays, on some run plays. So we still have some things to shore up. But I'm happy with the play of the defense, offensive line.
Okay, we got time for a couple more. Cobble.
And Ty Davis Price. I mean, I know you guys were rotating backs, and you like to let your coaches decide, but he seems to be the guy right now.
Yeah, he was the guy that provided the spark today. And, guys are going to have hot hands. One time it may be John, one time it may be Chris. But, we felt Tyron, the physicality that he was running the football, especially lowering his pads and going forward and making the tough yards. He had a tremendous game.
Hey, Coach, 2 big targeting calls in the game, one against each team. Just as a head coach, I mean, what is it like watching this? I mean, guys are just trying to hit people, right, and make good hits, and they're not trying to hurt people. Yeah,
no, we're not trying to do that. And Elias thought he hit with his shoulder first, but his shoulder hit first, but his head was in there. Just can't do it, and especially against a defensive player. And I thought the other one was a good call. That was a tough hit, but I'm glad that our guys are okay.
We'll wrap up with Jared.
Hey, Coach. So, in preparing for the game and seeing how the team came out the gate, did you expect any level of rust, or did they respond in the first couple of drives how you were thinking they would?
Let's say that again now.
The way they came out the gate to start the game, did they come out any sort of rush you may have thought about, or did they start the game how you were expecting?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a battle, and I thought that we stalled a little bit on offense, in the middle of the game, and then we came back up alive. I think that overall we came here to win the game. We knew it was going to be a battle, and we won.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.
Okay. Ty Davis Price and Jabril Cox will be the players. Once again, if you have a question, if you can put it in the chat, we'll send the video of all of this shortly after the game. Thank you. Okay, we'll get started first with Ty.
Hey Ty, nice job out there this afternoon. When did it become clear that you were going to have a good game, your style of run was going to be effective, and how much were you really lobbying to get the ball? Because it seemed like you were pretty effective when you did.
Yes, sir. I mean, during the first quarter, I knew that we were gonna have to run the ball a lot to get out there. I knew we were gonna have to run the ball, pound the ball. I knew no matter who was going to be the high guy, I knew that. And today I was, and shout out to my old line, man, because they did so great in practice today. I mean, this week, like we had a great week of practice, probably the best week of practice the whole year. And I salute those guys, man. I salute TJ for staying focused and getting us out of there, man.
Take us through that catch, that non-catch for the touchdown. What did you see? What did you feel?
I thought it was touchdown. But I mean, we came out with the W. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, Ron Higgins, Tiger Rag. Y'all hadn't won a game in almost a month. What did it feel like when the final horn went off?
Great feeling, man. Like I hate losing, man. I hate losing. And like I say, like we had a great week of practice, and we knew that it was time for us to get that feeling out of our feeling out of us. Like we needed that W. We needed that as a team, and I love those guys, man. And we just stuck with each other and came out with the W.
Yeah, Ty, I mean, you mentioned that. What was the locker room like right now, just interacting after this? I mean, what emotions you're all feeling after a game like this?
Excited, man. Like I said, like we haven't won a game in a little minute, so I mean, like we're happy. We're happy, excited. I love those guys, man.
And throughout this game, how did things feel on the sideline? I think there was a lot about energy this game. What did y'all feel throughout this as it was just going back and forth?
I mean, we knew we was gonna have to fight. We knew it was gonna be a dog fight from the start. We knew that it was probably gonna be a dog fight going into the game, and that's what we did. We stayed positive on the sideline, kept each other encouraged, and came out with the W.
Hi, y'all were in a lot of pivotal moments offensively with 23 third down attempts, and obviously having to win on your final offensive drive there. What was TJ's demeanor like in those moments throughout the game?
And like we made a mistake, just shake back for it. We knew we were gonna come out with the W. We just have to stay focused, keep pounding the ball, make smart plays, check downs, and just stay patient. That was the preaching point. To stay patient, and it's gonna happen.
Right, but like TJ specifically in those moments, as the leader of the offense, what did he show y'all when you were in those kind of crucial spots?
Leadership. He showed leadership. And like we love TJ. We love TJ, and he held it down for us this game. He's holding it down for us the whole week. Since Miles went out, and I commend him for being a leader on and off the football field. And that's big.
Hi, this just seemed like a game meant for having to run the ball well. I mean, it's rainy, it's not great conditions, maybe a little tougher to throw, but and you guys responded with that, especially you. How good does it feel for the running game to come through when you guys really needed it?
I mean, like I said, like we knew what we can do. Like everybody else, I feel like we haven't really shown everything that we can do because we have a great offensive room. We have a great offensive running back room, and I just knew we had to run the ball no matter who it was going to be, no matter when. We just had to get it done, and that's what we did.
Okay, that's the last one we have time for. We'll get Jabril in here. The team's about ready to go, so we'll have to make this one quick, guys. We'll start with Brooks.
Hey, Jabril, defensively through this, what did y'all say? What was the message to you guys as people continued to fall out of this game and things started to go wrong?
Yeah, this is something that we prepare for. We know it's next man up mentality. We had a bad taste in our mouth from our last game, and it's been 3 weeks since we were able to get an opponent. So this one, we just knew we had to fight to the end, regardless of people going down. We had a next. We believed in the next player up, and we continued to fight.
Cobble.
Hey, Jabril, football's funny, man. Jay Ward gets, toasted a couple of times, but then comes back and makes that game-saving play. Just, I guess, can you speak to him? It's been rough, I'm sure, for the secondary, but, for them to kind of fight it out and then have a payoff like that at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, for Jay Ward, he made a big play at the end. I mean, big-time players make big plays at big moments, and you see right there, even though earlier in the game, he had couple struggles, but he came back and fought, and that's just a testament of us working hard throughout these past few weeks.
Hey, Jabril, a lot of people say about the year 2020 that they don't take things for granted anymore. And I'm just curious how excited you guys were to simply, hey, we're going to play this weekend after the game was in doubt as early as Friday morning, as late as Friday morning.
Yeah, it's truly a blessing to be able to play. I know not a lot of people get the opportunity to do this. Regardless to the opt-outs or people COVID, just being able to play was something that we were excited for, and finding out Friday that we were able to play, everybody was just pumped.
Y'all had obviously seen TJ Finley play well in his debut, but for him to lead a game-winning drive there at the end, how much confidence does that give y'all as a team moving forward, knowing that he'll probably be the starter and if Miles isn't able to come back?
Yeah, it gives us great confidence. We know TJ, we believe in him ever since Miles went down. We know that it has to be a whole collective team effort. Every time we play on the field, so offense and defense, we have to be clicking. So our belief in TJ is very strong.
Okay, that's all we have time for.